We are naked on the beach. Okay, that probably doesn't sound like such an accomplishment because we are in Spain and it's our legal right here. But there are some exceptions, and one of those is over there. For more than a decade, nudity has been completely illegal in Cadiz, and only since last year they legalized it again, but it's a bit complicated, so we will have to go check it out.
Explaining the law can be pretty boring, but it's important for the story to make sense, so we'll try to keep it short. As of 1995, the Spanish Constitution removed nudism from the penal law, meaning that simple nudity in public places can't be limited, sanctioned or forbidden, and that the whole country became nude-friendly. Except when a local law overrides this, and that's exactly what happened in Cadiz. In 2009, the municipality passed a law specifying that nudism could not be carried out on the beaches of Cadiz. Even topless got banned, and fines were set up to 750 euros. It would take more than a decade of protests and lobbying of the Spanish Natures Federation until finally in 2023 the nudist ban was lifted again. But with a side note. According to the current law, nudism can be practiced on any beach in Cadiz, subject to prior signposting. Of the 4 urban beaches in the city, only 1 would get the signage. So the other 3 beaches became a gray zone where nudity is technically still not illegal, but also not really legal. Today, 1 year after the change of the law, we wanted to see what the situation is on the beaches of Cadiz.
There was a clear blue sky when we woke up this morning, but then a very thick mist came. I just hope that will pass by because this is not really the perfect weather to experience nude beaches.
Although the weather wasn't on our side, we were in Cadiz. With over 3,000 years of existence, it's the oldest city in Spain and often considered the oldest still inhabited city of Western Europe.
How does it feel to be in the oldest city of Spain? 3,000 years is just too much. It's very difficult to estimate. As far as I know, 3,000 years was the Egyptian empire, the Egyptian times. But I'm not really sure. But I'm not really sure if the Egyptians ever made it here.
No, Nick, the Egyptians have never been here. But throughout history, this city has been conquered by the Phoenicians, the Babylonians, the Carthaginians, the Romans, the Visigothics, the Moors, and eventually by the Spanish. The Spanish conquest became a holy war against the Moorish rule, mosques were turned into cathedrals, and the Catholic symbols appeared everywhere in the streets. The rule of the church got baked deep into the local culture.
Our only plan for today was to go to the beaches, but given that the weather is not really on our side, we now have the chance to see a bit more of the city. We've never been to Cadiz before, and we have no idea what we are looking for. We didn't do any research at all. But so we figured that maybe we can find some elements of nudity around the city.
Just like that. Come here. Maybe we should say on camera more often the things that we want to see, because if we say we want to see statues with nudity, bam, there it is. What else? What else do we want to see?
I gotta say, this is, I think it's a second, no, yeah, it's a second thing, but the first thing was a gigantic fake penis in a sex shop. But like even in the churches, the angels are nicely covered up. Maybe the traditions here are still a lot bigger than we expected or than we imagined.
Even today, religious symbols very much outnumber the presence of nudity in the city, so legal troubles concerning nudity probably don't come as a surprise. However, the church has very little to do with it. Today, the biggest protesters against beach nudity is the Cadiz Association of Large Families. Go figure. And still, the weather wasn't getting any better, so we decided to dive a bit deeper in the Spanish culture.
It's not really cold, but still we are hoping for a little bit of sunshine. So while we're waiting for that, we're gonna do what the Spanish do. And eat. And maybe watch the demonstration a little bit. What are they demonstrating about?
I have no idea.
Maybe it's for more nudity, even more nudity. Or maybe it's for less nudity again.
Eventually, we decided to head over to Playa La Caleta, the local beach of the historical city center. As there would be no sign, it's in the gray zone of whether it's allowed to be naked or not. So we wanted to know what we were missing out on.
Honest opinion, if it would be sunny, would you get naked here?
No, absolutely not.
And if it was the only beach in Cadiz where it was possible?
No, then I would take a bus to somewhere else. It's a no-go for me.
And if it's a no-go for Linz, it's probably a no-go for a lot of other people.
I don't see any reason why you should come here and strip down and get naked on the beach. You would be probably the only one amongst a lot of clothed people. So I don't know, maybe if you live around the corner and you have a half an hour of free time and you want to work on your tan, then maybe. But other than that,
There's always the difference between something being not illegal and being socially accepted or comfortable. And I totally get the vision of the naturist federations and the activists that they made it happen, that nudity is legal here. And that's a very big thing, even in Spain. But still, why would you go naked on a beach like this? And especially because there's another beach where it's actually very legal, where there are even signs, or there are supposed to be signs. So let's have a look over there.
To get to the one beach that is supposed to have signage, we had to travel to the whole other side of the city. A train took us to La Cortadura, from where we should be able to walk further along the beach. Well, if we could find the beach.
the beach is so close, but there's a huge road, autostrada, in between us. Let's find ourselves a pedestrian walk. Seriously, the beach is just right over there, and there's just no pedestrian walk. How difficult can it be to cross the road? Apparently very difficult. Okay.
We found the beach, that's step one, but we are not there yet. I believe that now we have to walk for about half an hour until we find a beach bar called Ventanilla El Chato. Not sure if the name is correct, but that doesn't really matter because there should be a brand new sign over there saying that nudism is allowed. But it's a bit of a hassle to get here. I'm starting to understand why people may want to get naked on the other urban beaches as well.
The sign better be worth it. And I hope that it's gonna be a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sign.
Not this beach bar. Not this beach bar either. And the annoying thing is that I don't really see another beach bar in the near distance.
How excited can a person be over a sign, right? Ah,
Yeah, we want to find out. We want to find out if the sign is really there.
I think I see it. Well, I see a building with a lot of signs. 3 to be exact.
But none of them says anything about the nude beach. But over there is another sign. And it looks slightly familiar.
Found it!
This is it. The postcard proof that the government of Cadiz embraces beach nudism. Well, at least for the next 700 meters in a bit of a desolate part of the city. But still, it's here, and it wasn't here not so long ago. A couple of months ago, this wasn't here. It's probably, maybe it even smells fresh. Can you smell it?
Really?
Yeah, come on, smell.
And the thing is, I can say whatever I want because you can't smell it.
It smells like new. Smell the wood. Maybe the.
It smells like the sea. But I know it smells amazingly new. Better? So after a ferry ride, a train ride, and 22,797 steps, we found the sign.
We're officially on nude beach territory in Cadiz. It's not really naturist weather. It's not that cold either, so I think we definitely... It's our purpose to get naked here. It's our duty.
Absolutely, yes. Like right here. Yeah,
Even the sun decided to come out for the occasion. And I gotta say, it is a really nice piece of beach. I think of all the beach of Cadiz that exists, maybe the naturists even got the best part. But I think maybe when we go a little bit further south, we can do even better than this. It's just not gonna be for today.
We are about half an hour south of Cadiz in an area called Cala de Roche, and Cala is like a little cove, and right here they're all supposed to be clothing optional.
You immediately notice the difference in landscape here. There are no high buildings anymore, no buildings whatsoever. It's green, it's bush. But what I'm curious about is about the coves, because until now in the whole Cadiz area, all we've seen is long, flat beaches. So yeah, how are they gonna make the coves?
This looks beautiful.
We have to be a little bit careful which direction we're filming. Because there are naked people on the beach.
Here they are still clothed. There, not so much. It is magnificent. I think truly this is the most beautiful beach that we've been so far on this trip. I'm not gonna say ever, but on this trip. I mean, just the combination of the colors, the green, the yellow of the flowers, the white of the flowers, the brown of the sand, and then bam, this blue, and then the drop off is just, it's magnificent. It really is.
Kind of makes you wonder if it was all worth it to create a nude beach right in the center of Cadiz, when you have something like this at just half an hour drive. If I would live in Cadiz, if we would live in Cadiz, I think we would just do the drive and not go to the nude beach in Cadiz. But yeah, you don't know. It's a bit tricky to film down on the beach because this place is indeed very clothing optional. But I think we can summarize here. Even in the most traditional part of Spain, nudity on the beach is not only legal, but we actually found some very comfortable nude places, one very legal one, and then some really beautiful ones like this one and probably the other coves next to it. So that's a success. We can leave this area and we're moving on to Ibiza.
Party!
Not that kind of Ibiza. We are gonna look for a naked Ibiza, but that's gonna be for our next video. So if you don't want to miss that,
Make sure you subscribe to our channel, and maybe if you want to see us party just a little bit, make sure you put on your notifications, and we just see you in 2 weeks.
bye-bye. And that probably doesn't sound like such an accomplishment because we're in Spain and it's our... It looks like you may need a lot of...
We are about half an hour south from Cadiz in an area called Cala Roche. And that was a car. Let's start over.